and Challenge U softball. So I want to talk to you a little bit about what we teach our CUDIT concentric hitters. CUDIT licensed hitting coaches go through a series of courses and interactive training and quizzes, and they go through the mill to start by teaching their athlete key steps of each muscle movement when performing the highest level of the swing. Now, nowadays, due to the technology revolution, we can get this information anywhere, but it's about the people who spend their time, their effort, and their energy to really master this concept. So what I want to do with you is I want to break it down for you easily, and that's what a CUDIT concentric hitting coach does. First off, I want to talk about the bottom half. Now, we see a lot of younger players, which is pretty much who we train. I mean, let's get serious. We're not really training MLB players right now. Not yet, unless, one day you probably will if you would like to. But our younger players, we've got to talk about their stance, okay? First thing you're going to see is a lot of kids like this. Now, the problem with being too bent, too in that bottom half, is their power is down and just being lost in that amortization phase, which you'll get to know in time at the CUDIT course. Now, this is no good. This is all lost power that we could have used when we're loading to explode our muscles. So you want your players to be relaxed, okay? Especially the younger ones. A lot of times coaches will say, keep your feet shoulder width apart. Well, that's not correct. We don't do that anymore. This is how I would look if my feet are shoulder width apart. Pretty much, right? So if I load, there's nowhere to go except for past my back heel, which is going to cause a boatload of problems in the future throughout my swing. So you want to keep your feet a little wider than shoulder width, and what we tell our athletes is right inside their bat. So we use their bat as a scanner. Now, make sure that their toes are not wide duck feet, we call them. A little pigeon-toed is okay. Straight on would be best. Also, let's rise on up. You want a little bend in their knee, a little flexion. So we tell our players, hey, you ever play basketball and make a foul shot? Well, you're loose, right? Well, that's how we want your knees. Sometimes they don't understand the word flexion. So all CUDIT concentric hitting coaches know they must speak on the level of the athlete that they're working with, whether it's an 8-year-old or a 25-year-old. Now, your knees, you want your knees right inside those feet, okay? This is going to allow for an awesome post-up when you start to load up and get into your gather on your back side. It's very important to have your knees inside your feet. Next, you want your body upright on the top. When you're hunched over, there's a lot of things happening here. Number one, you're off balanced. Balance is everything throughout the swing. Number two, if I'm like this, my vision right now is pretty messed up. I feel it's comfortable. It's like, yeah, I'm ready to go. And that's what you're always taught. But you want to be straight on and you want to be upright. By being upright, I'll be able to go into my separation a lot easier. So everything is connected. So this is for coaches that work with a lot of younger athletes, which is most of us. You want to make this your scanner. Feet inside the bat, pretty much overall. Scan up, knees inside your ankles, inside your sneakers. Knees bent like you're shooting a foul shot. Foul shot, come up to your hip. You don't want to be hunched, you want to be straight up. You want to be upright. Okay, still having your knees a little flexed. And then last but not least, your eyes dead on to the pitcher's release. So we're not hanging and we're here. Overall bat for the younger athletes, make sure that they're a nice, comfortable kind of A-frame. As they get older, they will develop their own top half. We have some players that are here. We have some players that are here. Okay, and that's the stance development of the player's choice. All right, so by using this as your bat scanner, you're going to be able to relate to your athlete key points of a solid base, a solid stance. Again, as they get older, they will play around with an open stance. The closed stance is kind of outdated. There was a well-known guy, Will the Thrill from MLB, and he was really closed. The thing with that is it kind of closes you up to the pitcher, okay? So I personally prefer the open stance as long as they're striding forward and straight at the right point and correctly, or the neutral stance, okay? But your job of the coach is to teach them these stances, their pros and cons, which is a CUDIT course too, and have them play with it. And guess what? Once you teach them the stances, they'll find their way. A couple of years later, they'll want to change it. They may be having a problem getting back into their stride with the open stance. Your job is to know when to have the player change up, try something different, and their stance will change throughout the years. And that's a good sign, because that means they're comfortable with their own development as a player. Now, the stance matters this much, but what does matter are key points of how we set up for a good rhythm, or for a good path to get into our rhythm. All right, so again, mark those points that I told you, and it'll be really helpful with you and your athletes. All right, guys, check out GoCudit.com or my other company, Challenge You Softball, and work to become a licensed CUDIT concentric hitting coach today. You can apply online. We have our one seminar for 2017 in September, and sign-ups are closing soon. So start it up, make your passion, your purpose, your paychecks. GoCudit.com.